Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your week of January 17th, 2022 general tarot reading. We're looking at your energy over here on the left, then some challenges, and then some potential outcomes for you. We're going to clarify all these cards, tie everything off with an oracle card. They're general readings, so some of this, all this, none of this may resonate with you. Just take what does, leave the rest. Without further ado, your energy coming into this week is the King of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. I love it. That's very nice energy. All right, the Lovers is Gemini's card, so you may have Gemini in your chart. It could be also be dealing with a Gemini this week too. That's a possibility here. But where it's your energy, it's more likely in your chart. But even if it isn't, don't worry about it. We got the King of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. So this is great. The King of Cups is really all about, calm, cool, and collected. So I feel like that's you coming into this week, really moving in a good energy, like where you're kind of like nothing's really phasing you. You're really got things under control here, or very soon will have things under control here. I feel like you got a lot of energy and passion this week too with that Page of Wands. I feel like there's this nice balance between being mature and responsible, as well as letting loose and letting your hair down, having some fun too. I love that. That's great. With the Lovers here on top of things, I like that too, because the Lovers talks about, soulmates, lovers, partners, those kind of things. And I feel like that might be also kind of maybe hinting towards the dynamic between you and your partner. Maybe you feel a little more calm, cool, and collected and mature, and they're a little more the wild party person, and it's, that opposites attract kind of thing. Or it might be the reverse. Or it could be just saying you have that right balance here, and that's what's drawing this person in too. So I really like that a lot. There's a lot of freedom and a lot of good vibes going on, even if you're not potentially looking for love or a soulmate. The Lovers card is really about really having a lot of good love and abundance at this time too. So I'm loving all that. Let's look at some clarifiers for those too before we move on to your potential challenges this week. See what we got for you. All right, Pisces, what say you for the clarifiers? We got the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Interesting, the Ten of Swords has come up because Cancer also had the Ten of Swords in their reading for their energy too. So you may want to go give Cancer's reading a look after this one. But the Tower here with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, I feel like there's a change on the horizon for you. I feel like you're manifesting this change too. I feel like it's coming along quite quickly with the Five of Swords here, because the the Ten of Swords, I should say. Ten of Swords talks about an abrupt ending. Like it's kind of something that ends very quickly, kind of like a rip the Band-Aid off kind of moment. I feel like this is something that perhaps this Tower moment has happened for you recently, where something kind of ended out of nowhere and this kind of rocked your world in a way. Potentially, or maybe that is something coming on the horizon. It's kind of gonna go like, whoa, that's crazy. Maybe be a real eye-opening moment for you. Maybe a perspective change, a philosophy change for something for you. Something along those lines. With the Five of Pentacles here, this could tell us this is maybe a focus down on, your strengths, and a focus down on asking for help when you need it. Because sometimes, myself, I know I'm like this, where I can get kind of in an independent mode, and I feel like I have to do everything by myself. I can't, let anybody kind of come in and take the reins, right? It's got to be, I do everything, nobody else touches it. Like, let me do it. It'll be better this way, and maybe you're a bit like that yourself too. And the Five of Pentacles is saying, like, there is help there if you wish to have it, right? This person here, this knight-looking person here, can help these people if they ask for help. They kind of look at him like, he is an intimidating sort, but he is there for help if they wish to ask for it. So I feel like that's something that might be there for you. Maybe asking for help is a little intimidating for you. Not necessarily because you don't want to look foolish or weak or anything but like that, but you might feel like you might feel embarrassed because you might ask for help and then nobody does help you, right? And that is a very real thing as well. But I feel like you got nothing to worry about. I feel like help is there if you wish to ask for it. So let's take a look at some challenges for you here, Pisces, and see what we got going on. Oh, I got the hiccups here. Oh my lord, look at the gum. Excuse me. Let's see what we got for some potential challenges here for you, Pisces. What have we got? We got the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like patience is going to be a problem for you. Cancer had a bit of that as well in their reading. So again, you may want to go give their reading a look here. The Three of Wands really talks about waiting for your ships to come in, being patient, right? Things take time. Just words in your challenges that, again, you might be feeling a little impatient here. Not, your ship's not coming in fast enough for you. Your dreams not being realized fast enough for you here. The Ten of Cups being your dreams, everything you wish to have, your dream life, dream home, dream partner, all that stuff, especially where we got the lovers back here too. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of something that's really just, it's taking time. Maybe that's this big kind of change for you here in the future, is like this kind of making you realize, like, yeah, it does take time, but you're kind of sick of waiting, right? And I can't blame you. I think especially with love, I think a lot of us, if not most everybody, is very impatient when it comes to that. You kind of just want to find our person and settle down, right? Especially if you're seriously looking too, like that's something that's really on your mind. With the Queen of Wands here as well, I feel like maybe that's who's on your mind. That's maybe your partner that you're looking for. It doesn't matter if you're guy or girl or interested in men or women or whatever. It's just energy, right? And the Queen of Wands is a very positive person, not just in terms of like with these sunflowers, like positivity and happiness, really focusing in on those, but also maybe someone who's very body positive as well. Maybe you feel yourself. Maybe you don't feel necessarily like you're, the most attractive person out there, but this Queen of Wands would accept you for who you are, because ultimately they're looking for a particular type of, they're more attracted to you, the person, not you, the physical form, right? Like, and that's really encouraging too. I think that's something more couples should be looking for too. Like, in my personal opinion, is you should really focus more on the person and less on the physical. But the Queen of Wands can also be quite sensual as well. So maybe they find you quite attractive, even though you don't find yourself quite attractive, right? So that's kind of a thing too. Myself, I'm on the heavier end of the spectrum, and I'm surprised how many women actually find me attractive, which is like, it's still a shock when I hear that, because it's like, wow, really? Like, I figured you'd want like a skinnier guy, or a guy in like fit or something, right? That, because that's usually what we see in like media and stuff, right? Those stupid it's, sorry if you watch these shows, but these stupid goddamn dating shows where they just have supermodels like go on blind dates and stuff like that drives me up the wall, because it's not really, it doesn't seem real to me, right? It's not like real people dating, like myself. I don't see myself on there like a guy that's a little heavy set going out on a dating thing with a girl that might be also a little heavy set, or someone who might be, opposites, right? Again, we're talking about kind of opposites attract back here, right? It might be someone who's like a little heavier set and someone who's actually like really fit, right? Like, you don't really see that in those kind of shows. And I feel like this is more like, this is the kind of person you're looking for, someone who's positive and doesn't care about that kind of stuff, right? And that might be a challenge trying to find that person, because it might feel like they're a unicorn, right? Because you're trying to be patient, but you just can't seem to find them, right? So let's look at some clarifiers for this. See what we got here. We got the Ten of Cups again. Look at that. The Two of Wands and the Wheel. The Ten of Cups clarifying itself. When a card comes up in a reading repeating, that's a strong message. When it repeats and clarifies itself, that's a very strong message. Again, we're really focusing on our dream life here. Even if it isn't necessarily romantic, it is something that's really on your mind. Like, what does that future look like to you? I love to hear that you're focusing on it. I feel like you have a good idea of what that is, because we have that mature energy back here with that King of Cups. You kind of like really know, like, yeah, my dream person looks like this, or not necessarily physically looks like this, but this is what their personality is like. This is, kind of like their intentions, their maturity level too. Those kind of things. Are they reliable? Are they good with money? Are they, this, that, and the other? So I like that. I really like that you're focusing down on that. But again, that's like really on your mind at this time. And with the Wheel here as well, you might feel a little unlucky. Like things and the fates aren't really churning your way at this time here. Pisces. So I almost called you Scorpio. I've been calling Cancer Pisces and Scorpio all through their reading too, so don't feel too bad there. But yeah, I feel like maybe luck might not feel like it's on your side at this time. And with the Two of Wands here, again, there might be this sense of like, where are they, right? This guy's kind of scouring this map here with this little tiny magnifying glass. It's almost as if you're like, where could you be? Like, you're kind of like combing a desert. You know what I mean? Like on Spaceballs. If you ever watch Spaceballs, where the guys are actually out there with literal combs combing the desert trying to find people, that might be what it feels like to you at this time, is you're literally out there just really like searching every little nook and cranny, like, where are you? Where is this person? Right? And it's like you're sick and tired of waiting and sick and tired of being patient, but like you just want to find them now here. So let's take a look at some potential outcome cards for you here, Pisces. See what's going on, see if we can figure this out for you, see what's happening. All right, see what we got going on, Pisces. We got the Two of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, it's gonna need a little bit of restraint, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of luck here. It seems like with the Two of Swords, it really talks about being stationary, your comfort zone, kind of staying put, right? And you have the choice here because twos do represent choices. This Two of Wands can also represent a choice you need to make. So this is kind of a theme. Cancer also kind of had a bit of that going on in their reading too. Some sort of choice they had to make as well. Must be something in the water. But the Two of Swords here, it's really telling you, do you move on or do you stay put, right? Do you move on from whatever actions you're taking right now, or are you going to stay put and continue this path? I feel like whatever your choice is still going to lead you to the Ten of Pentacles, to this really bountiful, good time, this wonderful, physical material world, being in a really good place. And I feel like sometimes that's sort of a thing where like our emotions, like once something sort of takes care of itself, things kind of like take care of themselves behind that, you know what I mean? Almost like what is that saying? It's like if you if you take care of the pennies or the dimes, the dollars will take care of themselves, something like that. I'm not sure what the exact phrases. If you know it, comment down below. I can't remember what it is to save my life right now, but I feel like that's kind of a thing. It's like once you take care of the little things, the big things will kind of take care of themselves. So I feel like that's something that's going to be kind of going on for you at this time. The Eight of Swords talks about self-imposed restrictions. Patience can be very much that. Let's impose some restrictions on ourselves. Let's not freak out here. Let's not be impatient. Let's just kind of, hold off. I kind of want to force it. I kind of want to keep doing this particular rash, crazy thing, right? But like, let's kind of tone it back a little bit here. All right, so we're gonna clarify these, see what we got going on for your outcome cards, what the clarifiers are happening there. Hopefully this has been resonating and helping you out. We're gonna tie everything off with an oracle card after these clarifiers, so you're gonna want to stick around for that. Hopefully everything's been going good for you here, Scorpio, Pisces, jumping Jehoshaphat's. We got the Devil popping out here, coming to play. See what we got with the rest of them, Pisces. Got the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Cups talks about thinking about the future as well, right? This guy's kind of daydreaming here. In the Four of Cups, he's kind of thinking about like, what does the future look like? What does my dream life look like? So I feel like you're still kind of like looking forward, which is great. I feel like forward thinking is important for you. But of course, you don't want to get caught in a dream too. You don't want to be stuck just always thinking about the future, not doing anything about it. But I feel like this is kind of a thing where you're kind of, it's okay to dream because you don't have it now, as long as we're focusing on something else here. The Devil tells us don't get chained to something. So don't get chained necessarily to like a particular method, right? Like we're talking about maybe the choice needs to be made, whether you move on from something or stay put. The Devil says don't get chained to an idea that this is the only way you can do this. Like you can open up your mind and go a bunch of different routes here. Like for instance, if you're doing like dating sites, don't get locked in and be like, this is the only dating site because it's the most reputable. I think I pronounced that right. But it's the most popular, it's the most well rated, it's all that good stuff. Because there could be other ones that maybe aren't as well rated, but maybe your person is on that one for some reason, because that's the one they're the most comfortable with, or the one they've had the most success with, or maybe that's the one where they're the most comfortable with, like the UI, right, the interface and stuff, like the search engines and things like that. And so give that some consideration as well, right? Don't get chained to the one idea that like my partner is on this website because you got to pay like $20 a month to be on it or something, and only serious people are here. Well, maybe serious people are on other ones that are cheaper because they can't afford to be on the expensive ones, or they're not putting as much commitment forward, right? But if they do find that person, like, great, that's awesome. And the Queen of Swords tells us, yeah, be honest and be truthful too, right? Like be honest with yourself, be truthful with yourself, and be honest with like what's going on. Like that's kind of a bit what we're talking about here with those dating sites and stuff, is the idea of, is this working, right? Is this even working, this site, right? I know I've been on one like Plenty of Fish. Have you ever been on that one before? That one really sucks. Like, that one really sucks, but I just kept going back to it for years because like it was free and like I knew everything. Like I knew the interface and I knew the search engine and I knew all that kind of stuff. So I just kept trying my luck with it. And I finally just gave up on it because I knew it wasn't working. It was like smashing my head against a wall, right? And that might be something you need to do with yourself as well, is kind of re-examine something, you know, where it comes to kind of love here for you Pisces, is like, is this working? Is this method I've chosen actually working? Should I try something else? Is magnifying glass across the world map really gonna figure out where my person is, right? So let's try something a little different maybe. So we're gonna tie this all off with an oracle card. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it also so much, all the love and support. Hope this is helping you out. And even if it isn't, if it's not resonating with you, I hope things are going good with you anyway. Even if this isn't helpful, hopefully you'll find a video out there that a little click with you. So let's take a look and see what we got for your oracle card here, Pisces. What do we got going on? We got the Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. And we were talking about that with the 10 of Cups. Those are your dreams. Those are like your dream life, your dream home, all that stuff. Make it real. Sometimes we have to unchain ourselves from certain ideas, unchain ourselves from certain thoughts. That could be that thing with the Tower moment you might be experiencing in the future or currently are. Is like, yeah, maybe I need to try something different. Maybe the path I've been walking this whole time isn't the one working out and I need to go a different route here. Maybe I need to try a different site. Maybe I need to try a different method, right? Maybe you're really adverse to going out and meeting people in public. And yes, I know things are kind of crazy right now, but maybe you need to go to like a safe space, of course, and meet some people or something like that, right? Or maybe do something a little more casual rather than going out with the intent of like, I need to find my person, right? Maybe just go on a site with the intent of just talking to some people and, you know, having some conversations and stuff, and maybe eventually meeting down the line, but not going in with the intent of like, this is my soulmate, right? Maybe that'll help draw that person in because maybe that's what's repelling them, is maybe they're seeing on your profile, for instance, like, is like interested in marriage, right? And they're kind of like, I'm not ready for that right now. But if you come at them with a more casual approach, they might be like, oh, cool, like let's talk, let's hang out, let's, you know, no worries, let's just kind of be free and easy here. So hopefully that's helped you out. Hopefully that's resonated with you, Pisces. You will help out the channel. Hitting that like button helps out a ton. You can subscribe to the channel as well. That helps out me and you. You can find this channel more easily and check out these videos as I'm uploading them every week. Thank you for being here, Pisces, and I hope to see you in the next video.